Am I the a-hole for telling people exactly why my girlfriend wasn't at my brother's wedding? I don't care if my family recognizes this, but using a throwaway because I don't want them following back to my regular account. So first off, I am a girl, and so is my girlfriend of 4 years, obviously. We're both mid-late 20s, shared finances, live together, planning to marry and buy a house, etc. This is relevant later. When my brother sent out wedding invites, only my name was on it. I asked Dan and he said that because of COVID, they were restricting numbers and no one was getting a +1. Fair enough, no problem. Anyway, I get there on Saturday and everyone has a +1. Even my cousin who's only been casually seeing this guy for like a couple of weeks. It's obvious why. This isn't the first time girlfriends have been treated differently, but it's the first time it's been blatant beyond plausible deniability. I'm furious, but I grit my teeth, smile, and get through the ceremony. At the reception, my family immediately notices girlfriend is missing and asks about her. I was going to say she was sick, but then I decide, you know what? Fuck it. I just said she wasn't invited. Gee, I wonder why. I wasn't shouting, but it was pretty clear I was bitter. Shortly after that, my brother and his new wife come storming over. She's sobbing and he's whisper shouting threats at me, so I left. Now my immediate family isn't talking to me except to yell at me, and the rest of my family isn't talking to them except to yell at them. My mom insists it was a mix-up misunderstanding with the invites. My dad wants me to apologize because even though it was wrong to exclude her, it was their day and I shouldn't have made it about me by causing drama. Dan and Maddie are being shunned by half the extended family, and the other half are split between being on their side or staying neutral. My mom thinks if I apologize and tell everyone it was a misunderstanding, I can smooth it over, but I kinda don't wanna. Am I the a-hole? Now for the top comments. Here's a comment from Alana R. Dre. My mom insists it was a misunderstanding. You actually talked to your brother about it. There was zero chance it was a misunderstanding. Not the a-hole. Why cover up his bigotry by lying? And here's another comment. Her view is that because it was a rush to wedding, the guest list, menu, etc. were changing constantly, and they probably meant to add her back. But it's suspicious to me that only the tattooed butch lesbian wasn't added back. Now here's another comment from Rhetorical Twix. And the fact that it was a problem with other family means that Dan and Maddie excluded OP's girlfriend on their own initiative. It's not like there was a conservative family lined up against inviting the girlfriend to the wedding and they had to go along with the family pressure. The bride and groom did it because they wanted to. They deserve to catch all the heat. Kinda like nothing you can point at, just scheduling things when she couldn't come, or sometimes making joking comments about her tattoos, appearance, manliness, etc. But also they were friendly and stuff to her too when they weren't being like that, so it was easy to overlook. Am I the a-hole for giving my dog an offensive name and then refusing to change it? I have several dogs, one of which is an American Akita. His name is Yankee. I thought it was funny and he seems to like his name. My sister was in the States the past 2 years and recently flew home with her boyfriend in tow. First time we've met him, yada yada. I guess she never mentioned me or my dogs. But he was pretty surprised when I told him my dog's name. I didn't think much of it. Most of my pets have peculiar names, so I assumed it was just an overall reaction. They left. My partner and I had dinner. Partway through our food, my sister called and asked if I'd consider changing my dog's name. I kind of thought she was kidding, but she reiterated that she was serious. The name Yankee had upset her boyfriend quite badly, and he found it offensive. I basically told her to fuck off and tell him to grow up before going back to my food. The following day, they literally show up at my door. I was kind of taken aback. Apparently, They came to tell me why the name Yankee was so awful. During this discussion, he told me it was essentially a slur used against Americans and asked if I would ever name a dog the N-word. I just kind of laughed and told him he was off his nut. It's not that serious. You can't equate the word Yankee to something like the N-word. I told him I wasn't going to change my dog's name. He knows it. It'd be a shit ton of work, his personal protection, so it could even damage his work. They thankfully left, but still seemed pretty upset. Thinking back, now I'm pretty sure there's a company with Yankee in the name. I wonder how many letters of complaint she sent. Anyway, I did message my American friends just to make sure I wasn't being a prick. They all agreed he was being stupid. But I know the US is huge, and it might be more of a regional thing, so I'm still not sure. I am starting to feel kind of asshole-ish for not taking him seriously when it may be a genuine issue for him. So, I come to Reddit, two birds, one stone. I know a large amount of Americans frequent this subreddit. Am I an a-hole? And is this an issue in the States that I should apologize for? Edit. I had a shower at 70 comments and now we're nearly at 1,000. I can't keep up with them, I'm sorry. Anyway, I think he's from the South, and my sister is a Tory, so he's more than likely a Republican. Edit from my partner. Since this post is gaining traction, I want to play a game. We are currently trying for a baby. What are some potential baby names we could mention to him? Just to, upset him a little. We do already have our names picked, but no one else knows that. Top comments. Here is a comment from Careless Image 885. Not the a-hole, boyfriend is a jerk, and sister has become a satellite reinforcing his delusion. Yankee Candle Company, New York Yankees Bull Team, Yankee Stadium, Yankee School of Auctioneering, and there's a few others. Edit. I want to thank all of you, kind people, for the awards. I'm honored. Here's another comment from Cute Moose 7980. He should call them all up and tell them they are using the American equivalent to the N-word. He should record the conversations and then get back to you. I bet it will be a fun show. He seems like the most fragile person on this planet. Was his white ancestor slaves, or has he even experienced actual racism or any kind of hate? I bet this is the first time in his life where he doesn't get what he wants. Poor baby. Not the a-hole. Another comment. John Mulaney said it best when he said that other words aren't as bad as the N-word because that is the word you don't even say. This guy is actually ridiculous. Here's another comment from Chihuahua Mama. He was referring to the term midget, which actually is a slur. It's not the N-word, but part of the reason he can laugh off the offensiveness of midget is because people with dwarfism are considered a fair game, which is a problem. If you go back and watch some of the Stefan Bates he wrote on SNL for Update, some of the stuff is just cringe-inducingly dehumanizing. I suspect that it will continue to age badly. Another comment. Not the a-hole. I'm a Yankee. A real one. I'm from New England. My ancestors stepped off the Mayflower into Massachusetts and went on to fight in the Revolutionary War. Be accused of witchcraft in Salem. One of them was hanged. Kind of Yankee. It's not offensive. I know overseas Yankee means American, but real Yankees know better, and we are more than proud to be one. FYI, I'm not trying to be braggy. Folks like me with similar ancestry and family history are a dime a dozen over here. I'm not special except for being a true Yankee. Give your dog some pets for me, one Yankee to another.